What's up guys, ChiefMajin of CME Gaming aka CMG here with a brand new discussion series revolving around the Odyssey 2017. I'm going to get right into this, not wasting any time, and I'm going to tell you guys what this is going to be about. So I'm going to be going through each week's wave of items and explaining what I think they're going to be, what they're going to look like in-game, why they're going to look like the way I say they're going to look like, and I'm actually sketching out a drawing for each skin to kind of illustrate what I actually think they're going to look like. And I keep saying the word think because I do not know any of this. I'll be surprised if I get any of these skins even remotely right. But I just thought it'd be really fun for me to kind of draw all of these and then compare, you know, what I got right, what I got wrong, and what could have been. And honestly, in some cases, what should have been. Because what inspired me to do this is whenever we were doing submissions for the tier 5 skin, I actually drew out a soul submission. It was a soul and she was a star, and over each stage she got bigger and changed color as if she was a star that was getting older and older, and then the final stage the star collapsed and turned into a black hole, and then it was like an infinity wave type soul with particle effects. And I didn't submit it because I got lazy, kind of forgot about it, things like that. But I did draw it out. I have it somewhere. I might even put it in this video, when time came to vote for the top 3, I saw almost an exact replica of it in the top 3, which is pretty awesome. Now, the first few stages I thought were a little lame because they didn't have any relevance to the whole black hole thing. I thought the whole collapsing star was a little bit cooler, but the final stage of mine in the top 3 soul was pretty similar. So I got it right once, so let's try it another 16, 17 times with this Odyssey. So we already have the first wave of skins. Those skins were absolutely amazing. Susanoo, Amaterasu, all those skins were really cool. Second wave, Erling Shin, I haven't gotten yet because I play on console. PC got it like a day or two ago, and it just looks really awesome, guys. So I have high expectations for this one and everyone to come after. So we're gonna get right into this. The Agni skin is actually a pretty interesting one. It's Gemini Agni, and when you think Gemini, you think constellation, horoscope, things like that. And then you look at the description, and it says, eventually all things matter. So obviously this is a pun on matter. You know, it's outer space, things like that. And that was my initial thought. It was going to be like an alien type Agni. But then I did the research. I looked into the Gemini horoscope, things like that, the constellation, what it actually is. And it's actually based on 2 twins. And I'm not going to get too much into this because honestly it's not too relevant, but I did find that you know, they were known for wearing skull caps because they resembled the shells on top of their heads when they were born, because they were hatched. Again, I'm not getting into this, guys. If you guys want to know about this story, it's pretty crazy, and it involves the sons of Zeus. They're apparently the sons of Zeus, the Gemini twins. So that's all I'm gonna say. And they were hatched out of an egg. So they're basically 2 humanoid twins wearing skull caps, which kind of look like the tops of garden gnomes. So this is kind of what I drew out for Gemini Agni, and it's kind of a stretch, but I think it'd be really cool to have like a very lore specific skin like this, and I thought that'd be pretty cool. But if Hi-Rez wants to go, you know, just the most badass skin out of the 2, if they want to go the cooler route, then obviously they can just go the alien space theme, things like that. And if that's the case, it'll probably look something like this up here or up here. I'm pointing, but I honestly don't know which side of the screen I'm putting it at. It's going to be above me, guys. So yeah, this is going to be what I think it's going to look like if it follows the lore of you know, Gemini and all that stuff. This is what it's going to look like if Hi-Rez just wants to make a really badass skin, and I would be completely fine with both of these. Next up, we have the Neath skin, and that is Scarlet Dangerfield. And honestly, guys, this one was a no-brainer. It's another spy skin. It's like Recon Artemis, Double Agent, Apollo, Covert Ops, Bastet, you know, all these agent skins. Neath finally gets one, and it's actually named after a Hi-Rez employee. I'm not going to put a picture because I don't know the whole rules about that, blah, blah, but anyways, she's a redhead, obviously Scarlet Dangerfield. And when I think of Scarlet Dangerfield and a spy, I think of Black Widow, you know, Scarlett Johansson. So this is a skin themed based around Scarlett Johansson in the Avengers. So it might look something like this. I would not be surprised if I actually got this one pretty spot on. This one was one of the easier ones. So we're not going to spend too much time talking about it. I would not mind this skin. Neath has some pretty cool skins. Buck and Neath is obviously my favorite one, but I would not mind an agent skin. You know, I wouldn't. And a sniper, like, come on, a sniper. Neath is a sniper, obviously. Like, it just makes sense, guys. So and then there's a lot of things pointing towards this, like for instance the logo. You have the scope in the logo and things like that. The color scheme matches up. A lot of stuff just kind of points to this being pretty much what it's gonna look like. Third skin was a little bit more difficult, so I'm looking up Celestial, and you know, I knew what it meant, but you know, when I do this, I try to look up everything I can to get the best idea of what it's gonna look like. And Celestial means heavenly, and Isis is the god of heaven. So basically, Celestial Isis is a heavenly god of heaven, or a heavenly goddess of heaven. And I'm just sitting here like, what the hell? Like, come on, Hi-Rez, come on. Like, I have nothing to work with. But then I went deeper, guys. I went deeper, okay? I looked up Celestial Isis, just looked up the name, and apparently there is a band called Isis from 2004, and they released an album called Celestial. Could this be another rock themed? Nope. Doubt it. I looked that up, and for the longest time I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this a skin. I have a hard time explaining to the viewers why the fuck I chose this skin, but it's all I got, guys. It's all I got. But then I read the description again, and I actually don't have the description in front of me right now, but it is on the screen. Should be on the screen about now. And basically it's something about arms and something like that. It basically made me think, you know, paladin, guys. It's a paladin. So I drew a paladin skin for Isis. You know, she still has her staff because I wanted to make it a sword, but it's got to be a staff because the staff is still in the logo. You know, her little circle thing in the back is no longer, you know, a circle. It's a shield. Her wings look more, you know, armored. She's wearing full body armor. She looks pretty badass, you know. And that's gonna look something like this, guys. Above me, I'm pointing to both corners because I'm not sure which corner I'm gonna actually put it in. But yeah, so this is what I think the Isis skin is gonna look like. And honestly, out of all three of these, this is the one I'm most excited for if it ends up being like this concept. Like, obviously none of these are gonna be exactly right, but the concept is what we're looking for here. So like Agni, you can go, you know, the android, or you can go the twins. Neath, you can go a spy, or you can go a talent recruiter for Hi-Rez. You know, you can go either way. This one, you can go a paladin, or you can go a rock band from 2000 that no one knows. Who knows, guys? Who knows? Or it could be something completely different. But I'm just kind of, you know, guessing, making predictions based off of things like the description, the name, the logo, the lore behind the name, things like that. Just gathering every piece of information that I can to put it into a video for you guys. Agni, I think Agni would be the one that I would get wrong. The other two, I'm actually pretty confident in. So we're gonna see if I'm right, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I will be coming out with the next rollout of stuff, next rollout of items. I don't know what they are at the moment. I do have the list somewhere, but expect a video of me explaining, you know, and showing you guys what I think those skins will look like. And with that being said, thanks for watching, guys, and Majin out.